Okay, welcome back to Sci-Fi Podcast. We're not going to do the episode yet, but I want to really get into more details of what I'm going to do with this podcast. This is going to be another insight depth of what the podcast would be like. For the most part, it's going to be mostly on sci-fi. It's going to be mostly on like Battlestar Galactica, American Cyborg, a couple other movies, maybe a couple TV shows, whatever comes to mind, including a little bit of animated that's based on sci-fi or science fiction. For the most part, I don't know how this is going to work out, but this is another quick update to this video from the last previous video a couple of days ago, and I wanted to bring that out more than anything else to a certain degree that this podcast will be sort of what we're going to be doing. I have to figure out how I'm going to do this in order. And that's still work in progress. I don't feel good right now. I've been kind of under the weather. I've not been able to pull out the episode yet, and it's still work in progress. So be patient with me on this one. I mean, when you're sick, you're sick. You don't feel good, you don't feel good. I mean, you get the stomach ache, you get the runs. I mean, it bears on that. But the other factor to this, I'm working on doing sort of more of a depth in like to the podcast, and I'm stuck between well, I'm going to go first with this. Do I talk about the movies? Do I talk about the series? Do I talk about like Dead Space, the game from the movie itself? You know, there's a lot of things going in my mind to this, and I'm hoping to get that started as soon as I could. But I'm going to give you some insight of what this podcast will be more about. It's about mostly science fiction. I'm going to be doing like Dead Space, a couple others, movies like American Cyborg, Cyborg Cop, anything that pops in my head, like I said in the last video. But I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. I'm not going to be probably doing as much right now, but this is going to be a work in progress. I mean, if I do want to talk about, let's say, 2 science fiction movies, let's say we want to talk about Star Trek. Star Trek would be one of the most greatest hits in the history of science fiction. Not just in movies, but in series, TV series. If I want to talk about Star Trek, I could talk about Star Trek. That's one thing that I could just talk about. The Enterprise started with William Shatner, then it started with Patrick Stewart, and then it went on and went on and went on. Got more and more people into it. It was pretty interesting to talk about that. And I like stuff like that, but I'm not a big fan of Star Trek. If we talk about Star Wars would be another platform I want to talk about. Even if they're not doing much anymore. I mean, Star Wars is like almost an 80-year-old movie. They're just saying that they can do that. It's a possibility that we could talk about something like that. I mean, they did Clone Wars, they did a couple others from the series. And they really did very good with Clone Wars as far as Cartoon Network goes. I just didn't like when they redid it. From a basic cartoon to a computer anime. I didn't really like how they did the swamping of it. It was kind of pathetic. They redid it and it just sucked. But no, we're going to talk about like something like that. But if I could try to incorporate something into this podcast, I need to figure out what I'm going to do for it. I want to talk about science fiction. And science fiction would be more than anything else just to get on the tip of the iceberg for me to do this. And that's one thing about it. And it's still going to be a work in progress. I want to really talk about something like this. But where do I go from here? If anybody has any comments, and let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Where should I approach this? I got a few ideas in my head. I just don't know where I'm going to go with it. So if you guys want this to be a full-blown conversation, I'll do it. But I have to really put this in perspective. So the first episode will be coming soon. I need to figure out what I'm going to do first. So just to give you a quick update in this video, about probably 5 minutes in, and let you know where I'm going with this. It's hard to talk about, as people know it. So just be patient with me on this, and I will be doing another video, and I will be doing the first episode within the next couple of days. Like I said, I'm not really feeling good up to it right now, so I'm a little bit under the weather. I just want to get this video out of the way, just to let you guys know what the plan is. So until next time, John Vick signing off for the Sci-Fi Podcast, the Science Fiction Podcast. Take care.